It was nearly midnight when Emily returned home from her late shift at the bookstore. The air was thick with silence, the kind that clung to her skin and made her heartbeat feel louder than it should. Her apartment building was old, with creaky stairs and dim hallways that always made her feel like someone or something was just out of sight. As she entered her apartment, she tossed her keys into the bowl by the door, slipped off her shoes, and noticed something strange. Her bedroom light was on. She was sure she had turned it off that morning. Maybe she forgot. Trying to brush off the unease crawling up her spine, she went to the kitchen and poured herself a glass of water. That's when she saw it. A small piece of paper, folded neatly and placed in the center of the counter. She hadn't left anything there. Heart beating faster, she picked it up with shaking fingers. The handwriting was messy, rushed, just for chilling words. Don't turn around. Every hair on her body stood up. Her breath caught in her throat as an icy chill crept over her. She stood there frozen, the glass of water still in her hand. Her instincts screamed to look behind her, but the note begged her not to. The silence in the apartment deepened. She could hear the hum of the refrigerator, the faint ticking of the wall clock, and something else. Breathing. Not hers. Slow, raspy, too close. Just behind her. She dared not move, dared not blink. Her eyes began to sting with tears as she gripped the edge of the counter. She wanted to run, to scream, to do anything other than stand motionless. But the note had warned her. Something told her this was more than just a prank. Something evil was here, watching, waiting. Then the breathing stopped. For a moment, she thought it had left, but the silence felt heavier now, oppressive. Suddenly, another note slid across the counter. No hands, visible, just appeared, as if pushed by something invisible. Her hands trembled as she reached for it. If you scream, it moves closer. Her knees nearly buckled. What was it? And how was it doing this? She wanted to cry, but even that felt dangerous now. Every breath she took seemed to echo through the stillness. Emily slowly, carefully, reached into her pocket for her phone. If she could call someone, anyone, maybe they could help. But as she unlocked the screen, a third note landed next to her hand. No phones, no noise, just listen. She dropped her phone in shock. How was it reading her thoughts? And then she heard it again. The breathing, closer now, right at her neck. It was shallow, wheezy, like something that shouldn't be alive. The room grew colder, her breath fogging slightly, as if winter had moved indoors. But the air behind her wasn't just cold. It felt wrong, heavy with something ancient. And then another note. It mimics your voice. Her eyes widened in horror. Her voice, but she hadn't spoken at all. Just then, from behind her, a soft, trembling voice whispered, "Emily." It was her voice, her exact voice, the same tone, same breath pattern, but she hadn't said a word. Another whisper came, "Please look at me." Tears spilled down her cheeks as she clenched her fists. Whatever it was playing with her, feeding on her fear. She wanted this nightmare to end, but she was trapped in its game, powerless. Suddenly, a new note appeared. This one was smeared, as if written in haste or with something wet. "It wants your eyes." She choked back a sob. Her eyes. Was that why she couldn't turn around? Was that what it needed to fully become? Then, it spoke again, this time in her mother's voice. "Emmy, sweetheart, what's wrong? You can look now." But her mother had died 3 years ago. Still, the mimicry was flawless. The warmth, the cadence, even the loving tone. It was too real, too painful. A chair behind her scraped slightly, as if something was shifting, getting impatient. Another note appeared. "It's hungry now." Emily's body shook as she tried to keep still. She wanted to pass out, to be freed from this waking nightmare. The apartment seemed to stretch and warp, her surroundings no longer familiar. This thing wasn't just a spirit, it was something far worse. A parasite of attention. It needed to be seen. Then she made a mistake. The smallest flinch of her shoulder, a tilt of her head, reflex, and that was enough. She didn't fully turn, just a glance over her shoulder, just a peek. And what she saw was nothing. Nothing human. At least a void. A mass of darkness shaped like Erbit, inside out. A tangle of limbs, teeth where eyes should be. And it was smiling. That was the last thing she remembered before the world went black. She woke up in her bed. Had it been a dream? She sat up slowly, heart racing. Everything looked normal. The kitchen was clean, no notes, no breathing, no darkness. She shook her head, almost laughing at herself. Just a nightmare, a very real, terrifying dream. Then she saw it. On her mirror, written in fog, like someone had exhaled over the surface. "Thanks for turning around."